Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And tonight it'll be the Seattle Storm going up against the Las Vegas Aces. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. As a fan, if you've got the need for speed, you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, I always have the need for speed. I mean, across the league, every year, the pace seems to increase. And these teams, they really push it.
Then again, who knows? A couple key half-court sets could really determine the outcome here.
It'll be the Storm off the tip. Diggin Smith with it. Pass to Magbagor. Deladon. 6 on the shot clock. Now here is Lloyd. The 3. Elena Deladon, and that's good.
From three-point range, Deladon can be just merciless. She finds a shot in the corner and puts a nice, smooth stroke on it.
Wilson sets a screen. To the middle. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Please, please don't take your eyes off her because she can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Lloyd. Three-pointer. Wnba pulls it in.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
And it's Diggin Smith missing.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity. She fails to convert very often.
Well, she moved on from the Storm in 2023, but still, Breanna Stewart is a legend in Seattle, and there's no doubt she always will be.
I mean, in her 6 years with the Storm, 2 titles, an MVP, first team All-League 4 times. You throw in the first ever Commissioner's Cup that they won, and Stewie was the MVP. It was an unreal run for her in the Pacific Northwest. And now they're 1 for 5 to start this game, having trouble getting it going.
Up top, Duchess. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Wilson. Good work there as it goes.
Terrific job measuring the difficult floater. Wilson making it look easy. Love the confidence.
Now here's Diggin Smith. Pass to Magbagor. Now Deladon. The 3-ball. Wnba pulls it in.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Out to the wing. Here's Duchess. Down low. Outside Young. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Now here's Deladon. Outside Lloyd. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Finished off the break.
Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
Here's Smith, an 8-point differential. Pass to Magbagor. Lloyd, screen by Magbagor. From deep, Jewel Lloyd, and that's good.
The sick handles of Lloyd, it works well in the 2-player game. It puts defenders into a tough spot.
Now here's Duchess. And here's Wilson. Snatched away. Now Lloyd. Deladon outside. The 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
From 18 feet away, that one misses. Her first miss of the game after making her first 3. Outside Lloyd. Steps back and shoots. And it's rebounded by Kelsey Plum.
She's going to play her way right onto the bench if she continues to shoot the ball like she has this quarter. They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
You know, when we talk about players who just get better during the offseason, that put in the work, Kelsey Plum has got to be high on that list.
Yeah, she was the first overall pick back in 2017, and she struggled her first few years. She was a great percentage, but Plum's really improved on her game. She's been top 5 in most improved player 3 different times, and now one of the best scoring guards in the W.
Now here's Duchess. Outside Plum. Launches a 3. The 3-pointer is on target.
The story here in the early stages is how well they've been shooting the ball.
An outstanding percentage. Look, this is how you want to start a ball game, am I right?
Yeah, it just sets a tone.
Here's Lloyd. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Aces.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's been the result for her over and over. I mean, she just cannot find the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Duchess. The shot's good.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
And here's Deladon. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Fast break, Las Vegas. Duchess with it. Picked up by Lloyd. Young shot's good.
Defensively giving up far too many open looks.
To battle back, they'll need to simply shore up their defense. It's as easy as that.
Now here's Smith. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. That's tipped. Here's Duchess. And good that time.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Here's Smith. Pass to Magbagor. Deladon with it. Shot clock at 6. to stop the drought. And it's good on the layup.
And the awareness Deladon possesses in these situations is incredible. It's so fun watching her beat the clock.
Now here's Duchess. She has 6. And she converts the layup.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Diggins-Smith with it. She's guarded by Plum. Back to Diggins-Smith. Wnba pulls it in. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Duchess with it. 8 points for her. Pass to Wnba. Duchess gets a 3-pointer to fall.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The first quarter concludes and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Aces ahead, up 19. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Aces here, guys. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Screen by Gustafson. Horston with the rebound.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Well, we can all agree on this. There is nothing quite like summer hoops in Vegas, as long as the AC is pumping.
Yeah, I mean, it was, what, 110, 115 to get up there, but you got the 2K Summer League going on, the men's national team normally playing games, having a camp, tons of elite high school events, and, of course, Aces season in full swing.
Gray outside. Drops in the tray.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D is just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
Outside Vivians. Lloyd. They need this. Buries the jump shot.
I love the ball movement from Vivian, knowing exactly when to pass it up.
Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in. Now here's Duchess. 11 points in the game. Pass to Gustafson. Now here's Duchess. 6 to shoot. And the Aces, another 3.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Now here is Lloyd. She's guarded by Plum. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Pass to Duchess. And here's Stokes, guarded by Russell. Chelsea Plum from outside. And the Aces, another 3.
12 straight points off the three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
Horston, no good. Now here's Duchess. Whitcomb defending. Lets it fly from 18. And she gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Great hustle play right there, guys. Energy, passion. This is what you play the game for.
Pass to Horston. Whitcomb knocks down the three ball.
That's a great outcome for this offense. Getting Whitcomb something in rhythm.
And here are the aces now. Now Duchess. 16 points for her. The floater, 2 points. That one goes in.
And what a performance we're seeing from her. Not one miss today. Remarkable.
And the Storm with possession. Outside Whitcomb. Horston. Gustafsson with the rebound. And here's Duchess. 18 points for her.
We've got a small portion of the season behind us, and the league's hierarchy is starting to come into focus.
It's still early, though. So for the teams that are struggling, you still have time to get in gear.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of time, Brian. I mean, the season is short, and the pressure ramps up every week that goes by when you're not winning games.
Lloyd, no good.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Here's Duchess. To the paint. Here's Stokes. That one goes in.
They're not rotating quickly enough on defense down low.
They've got to provide more resistance inside.
Outside Vivians. Inside. It's stolen. Fast break. Here they come. Shots good by Duchess.
Yeah, a mindful decision maker. Gray always knows where she is on the court and what's around her.
And they're getting beat up pretty bad out there.
Yeah, you know, they can't keep up the status quo. They've got to make some changes.
Yeah, or this game will be over quickly. Pass to Whitcomb. Over Gray. Whitcomb misses.
Yeah, she found herself in space and just rushed the shot a little bit. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
2 minutes.
Here's Horston. Clock at 6. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by the Aces.
This offense, it just seems completely deflated.
While at the other end, it's one bucket after another. This run is really getting out of hand.
Making it ugly. 3 triples for her this quarter, 4 overall.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. And that one's good, Horston.
That's the type of lead pass we've really come to expect from her.
And here are the Aces now. Duchess with it. 22 points for her. Pass to Plum. Gray. Now here's Duchess. Fader on the way. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, the fadeaway allowed her to get the ball over the defender, but unfortunately, just employing the fadeaway doesn't give you a touch on her shot.
Outside Vivians. Let's go with a 3. Stokes with the rebound. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. No problems knocking that one down.
No matter how you look at it, she's simply just pouring it on right now. I mean, she's given them a real injection of energy this quarter.
And here are the Storm now. Outside Lloyd. With 4 on the clock. Just 3 on the clock. good on the buzzer beater. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Aces ahead, running away with this one. And we've got more in store for you right after this. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. One player who's been getting it done is Duchess.
Quite simply, she's been terrific. This is just what they need from her.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
Well, when you talk about the greatest organizations in this league, Seattle has a strong argument.
Well, they've got 4 titles, which is tied for the most all time. And since their first title back in 2004, they've only missed the playoffs 3 times in 20 years.
Now here's Deladon. She's tightly guarded.
And what's great about the Aces is that they predominantly use the draft to build their title teams.
And they got a little lucky. I mean, they won 3 straight lotteries in 2017, 18, and 19. That yields them Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Asia Wilson, the core of their championship squads.
Well, you look at the run the Aces are on. Do you think we can call them a dynasty?
Over the last 4 years, they have 3 trips to the finals and 2 championships. Now, I think the coming seasons will determine if they are officially a dynasty, but they're definitely on that path.
Pass to Duchess. Wilson sets a screen. To the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
I'd say you're fooling yourself if you think Wilson's afraid of a little contact, because she'll go up against anybody.
Magvigor. She's guarded by Egbo. There's Jewel Lloyd with the 3. Second shot opportunity. Magvigor, no good.
Their rebounding has been off the chart today, guys, and that's the #1 reason why this game is out of hand right now.
Exactly. Their lead is not surprising, given their advantage on the glass.
Now here's Duchess. Deladon covering. Plum, that's good.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Pass to Deladon. Now Lloyd. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, she's never one of the taller players in the lane, but Lloyd's crafty moves help her get buckets down low.
Now here's Duchess. Covered by Lloyd. Shots good by Duchess.
They're doing some work here in the second half. 3 for 4 from the floor.
Now Diggin Smith. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Magvigor. Deladon. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Diggin Smith. Fires from deep. The rebound by Asia Wilson.
It just hasn't been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Down low. Egbo uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about that? 2 weight room points for Egbo.
Seattle with the ball. Pass to Magvigor. Now Deladon. And the layup's good off the glass.
just so effective down low. Deladon's combination of touch and size from this area is lethal.
And here's Duchess. Back to Plum. Pass to Duchess. Wilson. Left block shot on the way. And the Aces tack on 2 more.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
And it's the Storm with the ball. Here's Holmes. Screen by Deladon. She tries for 3. And it's Holmes missing. Now here's Duchess. Covered by Lloyd. And here's Duchess. She's got 27. 3-pointer Kelsey Plum. Magbagor grabs the miss.
Well, one of the most improved players in the league, Ezi Magbagor.
Oh, remember, she was just 20 when she entered the WNBA. Most others are 22, 23, even see some 24, 25-year-olds. So while she wasn't elite her first 2 years, she was the youngest player in the league. So we've seen the improvement, and now Ezi, she's one of the best.
Pass to Russell. Diggin Smith with it. And here's Russell. Shot clock at 5. Outside Whitcomb. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Aces. Here's Duchess. Knocked it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot she'll never forget, as dramatic as they come.
Showing everyone she's got that knack for the big moments. The bigger, the better.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. The Aces on top, running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter here on 2K Sports. Getting underway in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. Over to the left wing. Horston. She's covered by Clark. And the foul on Gray. That's her first foul. And the Storm making a change here.
Storm substitution. Number 35, Victoria Vivians.
And here are the Storm now.
Horston with it.
Off target at the rim. Shots good by Duchess.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of the last 10 points have been assisted on.
Some great passing. They keep on finding the open teammate. Good ball movement.
Outside Vivians.
And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely, and we've seen massive growth the last few years. And to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
Gets it to go from downtown.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there. She's just not been on her game. The deficit, it's really not totally on her, but she hasn't helped the situation.
Pass to Gustafson. Hayes. Shot clock at 6. To the wing, right side. Chelsea Gray for 3. And the Aces, another 3.
A new age point guard. Gray doesn't just handle the ball and pass the ball. She also hits it from deep at a crazy rate.
Here's Seattle. Here's Whitcomb. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
She's not exactly killing them from deep. I mean, she had 1 3 ball in the first half, yes, but still none here in the second.
Shots good by Duchess.
She's really pummeled these defenders today, no matter who has been on her.
Here's Lloyd. Outside Whitcomb.
And a trend over the last few years, Brian, less players are going overseas to play during the offseason.
And that's great for the WNBA. Increased salaries have helped big time.
And with more players staying in the United States during the offseason, we don't see as many season-ending injuries that happen in the offseason away from the W.
Pass to Gray. Launches it. And the aces another three.
I mean, come on. You can't allow clean looks from deep like that. Hard to win games that way.
Yeah, most teams will take you to the deep end and drown you with triples if you let them. And that's what's going on here.
Outside Lloyd. Here's Russell. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Fast break, Las Vegas. Clark.
Whitcomb defending.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Duchess. Now here's Gray. From deep three-point range. Whitcomb grabs the miss. Now Vivians up the floor. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two.
They came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical approach than they had in the first half. I like to see that kind of physicality.
Yeah, that helps. And they've gotten the extra trips to the foul line, and they continue to need to do.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Duchess.
And you look at the ratings for women's basketball in general, and man, they're exploding.
Well, of course, Caitlin Clark and her team in college shattering records back in her college days. I think we'll continue to see that happen in the W.
Well, the 2024 draft was by far the most watched of all time. So, yeah, it's an exciting time in the league.
For three, Magvagor. The shot's good on the assist by Jewel Lloyd.
As they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the three ball, shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Now Duchess. Pass to Gray. Duchess. And the aces, another three.
Since the start of the fourth, Brian, that three-point shot has really been there for them.
Yeah, doing an excellent job, Tim, of finding the open teammate on the perimeter this quarter. The three-pointer is a major weapon for them right now.
Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds to the Storm as Seattle retains possession.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort. Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
And here's Duchess. Shoots over Diggins Smith, and yes, she's got the English that time as it falls.
She's had such a steady hand, and I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
And one thing we can all agree on, we are fired up for the WNBA to come to the Bay Area in 2025.
100%. I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area. It's something I've always wanted, a WNBA team here in the Bay. Everybody has always wanted that.
And it's going to be a party at Chase Center. I can't wait to see this team get to action, and I know I'll be there opening day.
Here's Duchess. Gray outside. Lets the three fly. Another three for Las Vegas.
This is who Gray is. A terrific shooter who seeks payback when you drain one on her squad.
Pass to Magbagor. Now Deladon. She's guarded by Hayes. From past the arc, Las Vegas grabs the miss. Duchess with it. Just 5 to shoot. The tray. And Tiffany Hayes, good for 3.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Screen by Magbagor. Outside Lloyd. Lets it go from 11. Misses off the left iron. Now here's Duchess. Corner shot. No good there. So it's the Aces winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were better basketball team by far.
You got to commend this sort of dominance here at home and feeling great, playing well nearly the whole game. I could feel it. This building was pumped, guys.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
Wnba is one of the best front court players in the league and has been for quite some time. How were you able to find some success against her?
She made me work. That's all I can say. Nneka makes you work hard for everything. Every point, every rebound, every offensive play. I'm exhausted. Okay? That was one of the toughest games I've ever played in my career.
I can see you're physically spent. What's the hardest thing about playing against her?
Rebounding. She's so good at tracking the ball, but also just being physical under the boards. It's just like a full-on wrestling match with that girl. Really. It made me think I gotta get back in the gym. A little bit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go take a nap.
I get it. Thank you.
I'm serious.
and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. We'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the Las Vegas Aces. This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
And when you look at Duchess and her squad, they're facing some tough competition in this one.
Well, when you play Caitlin Clark, get ready to run. I mean, Clark is constantly moving with and without the ball. So, Caitlin, she's going to test your conditioning.
And remember, Duchess's team winning in their last meeting.
You know, every night is different, and I think both teams learned a lot from that first meeting. Adjustments will be made on both sides, so I'm excited to see how this one plays out.
To the wing on the left, trying her luck from deep, connects from three-point range.
Things sure move fast in the shorter WNBA season. It's hard to believe we're getting close to the halfway point here.
Well, I like the quick pace. Every game matters, and teams have to adapt to changes fast. It's exciting.
I think fans would agree with you, too. I mean, there are really no dog days in the WNBA season. It's really a season where every game matters.
Shot by Mitchell, no good. Pass to Plum. Duchess. Wilson. She's guarded by Boston. Back to Wilson. And the layup is good.
I'd say you're fooling yourself if you think Wilson's afraid of a little contact, because she'll go up against anybody.
Boston up top.
Mitchell. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
But I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Duchess with it. Over to the wing. Young. And the Aces, another three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Now here's Mitchell. Makes it off the glass.
Kelsey Mitchell.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be outmuscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
And the Aces with possession.
Drafted back in 2018, Kelsey Mitchell has spent her entire career with Indiana.
Yeah, and the Fever have yet to make the playoff with her on the team. It's made Kelsey really overlooked. Quietly, she's carried their offense over the years, put up big numbers, and was an all-star in 2023.
An 8-point differential.
Boston outside.
Pass to Mitchell. Teardrop shot. Las Vegas grabs the miss. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. A nice shot by Wilson.
Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
Yeah, to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane.
Pass to Mitchell. There's the three. Drills the three-pointer.
Kelsey Mitchell.
She has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that three-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
Now here's Duchess. 5 points in the game. Over Mitchell. That one off the back iron and out.
That's a quality look right there. Just a little off with her release.
Yeah, and that has her shaking her head. I mean, no way around it. That's a tough miss.
Here's Boston. Screen by Smith. Clock at 6. Hull up top. Fires for 3. Wnba pulls it in.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
Now here's Duchess. Pass to Wnba. And here's Duchess. DeYoung from outside. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Defensively giving up far too many open looks.
To battle back, they'll need to simply shore up their defense. It's as easy as that.
Mitchell with it. Back to Smith. Tries again. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Here's Duchess. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kelsey Plum.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Now here's Smith. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. A good look from Kelsey Mitchell. And she didn't get quite enough under that one. And the Aces with possession. Inside, Wilson. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Such a pretty pass.
I don't have an exact number for you, but I can tell you we've seen it a lot. Okay, let's just say that. Strictly using assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. No good. Unable to end this run.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Pass to Young. Jacks up a 3. Mitchell grabs the board. Indiana with the ball. Down by 15.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent. Starting with Caitlin Clark and Leah Boston, they have arguably the best young core in the W.
Now here's Duchess. 8 points for her. Egbo gets the bucket.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Here's Clark.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Smith. Drops in the layup for 2.
The moment Melissa Smith gets that ball inside, good night. I mean, Melissa is so hard to stop.
Now here's Duchess. Over Mitchell. Again, Las Vegas.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening frame.
If they match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now here's Boston.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
There's no way around it. It's been a difficult game for her offensively, and it has cost her team.
And stolen by Smith. Pass to Clark. Now here's Smith. Duchess defending. Mitchell with it. Now here's Hull. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Clark with it. She's guarded by Plum. And Caitlin Clark hits from deep.
You love her presence on this team as a scorer. It has a calming effect for them. She's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Duchess. 10 points for her. Egbo covered by Smith. Egbo gets the bucket.
And that's the shot that can completely open up the offense for Egbo. That mid-range J could set her apart.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Mitchell. Shoots from the line. Gets that one to drop. That's her 3rd field goal in 8 attempts.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those. So I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
And here's Duchess. She gets it up. Oh, and she just nails it. It's in. Oh, right at the buzzer.
What a 3 at the horn. They end the quarter on a high note.
I'll say that'll give them a nice little lift to start the next quarter.
Yeah, let's see how it works out for them.
and an overpowering first quarter effort, already a double-digit advantage. Aces ahead, leading by 17. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Out to the right wing. Now here's Duchess. She's guarded by Samuelson. That shot wide open.
The quarter three is the easier three on the floor. Kelsey Plum knows that, and she took advantage.
And it would take a major comeback for them to get back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, the chances of that happening are extremely slim.
Here's Wheeler. No good with the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark. Here's Wheeler.
Well, Megan Gustafson was the original star from Iowa, scoring 28 points per game as a senior.
Yeah, she didn't get, the hype of the latest Iowa star, Caitlin Clark. Megan, though, was a National Player of the Year herself, and the lefty has been a quality WNBA player.
Duchess with it. 15 points in the game. Out to Gray. There's the triple. Another three for Las Vegas.
Three-pointers keep dropping. You
Timeout
sense
for the
the frustration mounting for these defenders, their coaches, their fans, everyone.
Yeah, they just have not been able to take that shot away.
Timeout called the Fever.
And your point is through.
The Fever making a switch here. And they're getting beat up pretty bad out there.
Yeah, they can't keep up the status quo. They've got to make some changes.
Yeah, or this game will be over quickly. Mitchell, Duchess defending. The three. Outside Wheeler. It's good from long range.
How about Wheeler this time getting the feed? Ready to shoot off the pass. Normally, Eric is the one dropping dimes.
Outside Plum. There's a screen by Clark. Pass to Duchess. From deep. Another three for Las Vegas.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Here's Bagbenley. Just 5 to shoot. Now Mitchell. Duchess defending. Offensive rebound, Fever. Here's Bagbenley. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the stripe for 2. And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
Second team foul. At the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, there's no question that the Las Vegas Aces have established themselves as the gold standard of the W.
Well, it's about more than those 2 titles. They opened up a 64,000 square foot practice facility back in 2023. The first WNBA team to have their own dedicated practice facility. That's showing a major investment in the team and the league.
And Wilson gets it to go.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Here's Mitchell. Duchess grabs the miss. Pass to Gustafsson. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Clark outside. And here's Fekbenle. She's guarded by Wilson. Here's Mitchell. Gustafsson with the rebound.
Just not the quarter she would like to have when you talk about shooting the ball, but hopefully she can turn it around.
Here's Duchess. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Pass to Clark. Five on the clock. Kicks it out to Boston. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Another miss by Kelsey Mitchell.
She's trying to get them back into it, but the results haven't been there.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
She's created some good opportunities for herself and made the most of them.
So it's Indiana now. Pass to Boston. Back to Mitchell. Clark left side. Shoots over Plum. Wilson pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
To the right side. Duchess with it. Now Mitchell defending. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play opportunity. One free throw coming up.
Las Vegas, Duchess, shooting one.
And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range, and I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
Misses from close range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
They're really on back foot at this point.
Yeah, at both ends of the floor. Things are just not going their way.
Pass to Mitchell. Looking to end her cold spell. And that's 2 points on the layup.
You'll see her hit from very deep, but she isn't a one-trick pony. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
Up top, Duchess. She's covered by Mitchell. Now Gray. Now here's Duchess. She's got 26. Young fires it. Again, Las Vegas.
A momentum builder for sure. Look how quick Wilson makes decisions with the ball.
Dantas outside. Back to Mitchell. Clark. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Here's Duchess. Out to Gray. Shoots the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A big-time offensive talent who can score points from all over the floor. Gray can punish defenses from deep.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Mitchell. From 11 feet away, it's hauled in by the Aces.
The way she's been going this quarter, they're going to need someone else to pick up the slack.
And here's Duchess. The tray. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off Clark. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Aces ahead, opening a huge gap And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going, and what has been a runaway of a game so far. One player who's been getting it done is Duchess.
Quite simply, she's been terrific. This is just what they need from her.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Wilson pulls it down.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around.
Now here's Duchess. She's covered by Clark. Shot's good by Duchess.
I mean, she scored most of their points herself. Her offense is a big part of her team's recipe for success.
Smith outside. Now Mitchell shoots over Duchess. A shot by Mitchell, no good. Now here's Duchess. Hole defending. Pass to Plum. Duchess with it. Expanding her range. Drills it from outside.
What a top-notch game she's having. And really, she's got her team in front, and it sure seems like she's going to keep them there if she can continue to play like this.
She's gone cold, and I'm not sure she's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
To the middle. Wilson with the bucket.
3 for 3. That's the way to start the second half.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. Another miss by Kelsey Mitchell.
Well, she had 1 3 in the first half, but so far in the second, she's come up empty.
Well, with the career Kelsey Plum has had, it's safe to say she's lived up to the hype.
Multiple-time All-Star, league MVP, 2 titles. Yeah, I'd say she has. Clearly one of the most complete and popular players in the league.
Smith outside. Pass to Mitchell. Boston. She's guarded by Wilson. Clark left side. And she can't stop the run as that misses. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Foul call that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Las Vegas, Duchess. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. She hits both from the stripe.
And we've talked about this. One of the major challenges in the W is travel.
Well, you know, you look at just the geography of the league. Most of the teams are on the West Coast or on the East Coast. So you end up with really long flights to play those interconference games.
Mitchell.
And it just tells you that resting between games is so important. Diet, sleep, taking care of your body is crucial.
Duchess with it. 33 points for her. Pass to Young for 3. And it's Egbo with the foul.
Queen.
That is her first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
And here's Indiana.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Mitchell. Now Hull. To the inside. Here's Clark. Off with the layup.
A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding column.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control. What a mismatch it's been in the post. I mean, where's the defensive adjustment? They're just getting eaten alive out there.
Yeah, I agree. They got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a sub. This is getting ridiculous.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Now here's Duchess. She's covered by Mitchell. Shots good by Duchess.
The defense on her has to be airtight, guys, and that was far from it.
Now here's Clark. She's got 5. Smith outside. Pass to Mitchell. No good again that time. Here's Duchess. She has 35. She tries for 3. And the rebound goes to the Fever. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
And she had one in the first as well. And look, we all know that she can be dangerous from downtown. So the defense can't forget about her.
And that one's good.
She has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Indiana with the ball. Boston outside. Pass to Mitchell. Shoots over Duchess. No good, a front iron. And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Right wing. Kelsey Plum from outside. And she's good on the 3 ball.
When Plum takes a 3, she means it. She doesn't force her own shot from range.
And it's the Fever ball. Smith outside. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Hull. Guarded by Young. Hull with the ball. Here's Boston. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now here's Duchess. She's covered by Mitchell. And here's Wilson. Duchess sets a screen. And she makes that one.
Yeah, she's a big reason why they have the lead because, look, she's made all of her field goals so far and remains a hot hand.
Smith outside. Pass to Mitchell. To end the run. Back to Smith. Floats one. Duchess grabs the miss. Here's Las Vegas. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And now Egbo. Duchess. To the left side wing. Wilson. And again, it's Las Vegas.
That's what set them apart today. Their success with the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, they've taken what the offense has given them and really just made the most of it.
Over to the left wing. Now here's Hull. She's guarded closely. Pass to Boston. Mitchell a screen. From deep. And it's Boston missing. And here's Duchess. That will count. And it would have have counted had it
That's the
fallen,
end of the
but it's
third quarter.
offline.
With the score.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Aces ahead, just dominating this one. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Welcome back. Fourth quarter of action starting up in what has been a one-side show. And here are the Aces now. To the left wing. Back to Gray. Duchess. Pass to Hayes. Takes the three. And the three ball is good.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Outside Wheeler. Rejected by Chelsea Gray.
Just about 6 feet tall, Gray is a tall point. Brings length to your team. Getting the rejection there. Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Pass to Fagmenle. Back to Wheeler. From outside the arc. Duchess grabs the miss.
Oh, man. That's one she'd like to have over.
Well, in 2023, we saw the WNBA expand their schedule to 40 games. How did you like that move, Brian?
I think it's a great thing. None of us are complaining about more basketball.
I'm in total agreement. I always want more basketball because that's more fun. We get to watch this great league more. And, you know, the great thing is it's allowed the fans in the league to get more chances to see stars come to their hometowns. I think it's been a great improvement.
Now Wheeler. Pass to Hole. Mitchell with it. They need this. Stokes with the rebound.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Duchess with it. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Oh, my. Did you see that? Crossed the defender up and left her grasping at air.
And exploded to the bucket for the finish. Just an outstanding play from beginning to end.
Now here's Hole. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Down low. Duchess left side. The three. No good.
Their rebounding has been a big key to their success in this game.
It really has been a completely one-sided battle on the boards.
Now here's Duchess. Pass to Stokes. And that's out of bounds. Las Vegas will retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. From 16 feet away, she cans it.
Well, you know what they say. When it rains, it pours. So grab an umbrella because another jump shot tickles the twine.
Well, Brian, I put my best jacket on. They've got it flowing, and they're putting together a nice run.
Mitchell, Duchess defending. Sinks the 15-footer.
Great focus from
Assist
Mitchell
number 2,
offensively,
Erica
finding
Reno.
herself that mid-range shot.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Gray. Here's Duchess. 6 to shoot. Gray outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
This is an incredible run they're on. Offense as well as it can be played.
Every single player on their squad with the absolute magic touch, shooting lights out.
Offensive board.
Las Vegas foul call. Megan Gustafson. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one drops.
And looking around the league, Brian, which team do you think has the best young core?
Oh, this is an easy one. I'm going with the franchise that has the last 2 #1 overall picks, the Indiana Fever.
Yeah, and those two fit so well. Leah Boston dominating the paint, Caitlin Clark on the perimeter. Good luck stopping that pick and roll. Well, absolutely, she's been a matchup nightmare in this game. She's eaten up anyone they've had on her.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Boston outside. Pass to Mitchell. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Here's Duchess. Misses the chippy right there. And here's Clark. Boston outside. Mitchell. Las Vegas grabs the miss. Now Duchess. Pass to Clark. The layup off target. So it's Indiana now. Clark with it. Mitchell. She's guarded by Hayes. Kelsey Mitchell missing again. Now the Aces with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Out to the wing. Gray up top. Duchess. Shot clock at 5. Bucket is good.
Terrific use of the crossover there to throw the defender off balance. I like that move.
Yeah, got her on the wrong foot and blew right by her.
Pass to Boston. Mitchell. Beyond the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Kelsey Mitchell missing again. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Here's Duchess. And she drops it in from the low post.
She is feeling it, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And here's Indiana. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
Nice job by Mitchell. She's a primary scoring option in terms of talent, instincts, and productivity.
Here's Duchess. That one drops for her.
She just plays with a love of the game. You can see it in how she prepares, her work ethic, the way she interacts with her teammates and players on other teams. When she hits the floor, she is all about the game of basketball.
Boston outside. Mitchell outside. Clark right side. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell outside. The offensive rebound. Here's Duchess. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Tiffany Hayes.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Clark can't get it to go. Now here's Duchess. She's covered by Mitchell. Shots good by Duchess.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
Pass the hole. Mitchell. Duchess defending. Back to Mitchell. Here's the 3. Cans it from
Kelsey
downtown.
Mitchell.
That play shows you that Mitchell doesn't have to be ball dominant to be effective. She can just catch and shoot.
Now here's Duchess. Basket good.
Showing a lot of quickness right there. Tough to keep up with.
So it's the Aces winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they never found.
The energy here was just tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm, the flow of the game. What a treat.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
You've had a standout rookie year, and so has Caitlin Clark. It looks to be a close race to the finish line. If you were making a pitch to the voters, why do you think you should win the award?
I wouldn't expect anything else from Caitlin. I'm glad I've been able to keep up with her. I'm not really into pitching myself for individual accolades. I've always been a team first kind of player, so I'll say this. To be in the Rookie of the Year discussion alongside Caitlin has been a true honor, and I think we both deserve it.
Has Caitlin reached out to you, and have you had any discussion with her about it?
She reached out, yeah. Basically said if she was gonna lose the Rookie of the Year award to anyone, she hoped it would be me. And just hearing a player like her tell me that was enough for me. It's validation for all the hard work and time I put in to get to this point.
Caitlin was obviously the front runner going in. Did you expect to have a similar success?
I expected to be the best player I could be and work hard. I guess you could say I'm off to a good start.